Hello and welcome. In a moment of irrational exuberance last month, uh, after winning the last Road to Las Vegas battle, which meant that I had secured the top spot in the season rankings, I said, I'm going to play the last round on hard mode and took a vote in the comments on that video on what hard mode would mean. The winning answer to which was Google Sheets. So today, I'm going to attempt my first Excel esports case in Google Sheets. And it's not off to a strong start because I opened up the case file. This is Right Royal Battle Part 2 from the UK Championship Finals. And I've got a bunch of blank and a couple of value errors. And just for reference, this is what it should look like in Excel. All this beautifully formatted stuff, this nice picture, all these, kings and queens, and there's Harry Watson looking regal himself. Anyway, like I said, bad start. I also went and Googled, what functions does Excel have that Sheets doesn't? And someone had obviously done all the legwork here. And I was looking through this and thinking, okay, Bessel functions, cube functions, pff, nothing I'm going to miss there. And then I came to drop. Oh, okay, that's scary. And correspondingly, somewhere further down, it also doesn't have take. It doesn't have sort by. It says it doesn't have text split, but in fact it does. I happen to know that one. It's just called split in Google Sheets. So yeah, there's some things here that I might miss. But there's also just like general things about how array formulas work. I have used Sheets a little bit, but never for anything remotely like this. So I have no idea how this is going to go. But in the spirit of public experimentation, I'm going to start my timer and dive on in. Oh, sorry. One other thing I should say is I did test this case before the finals, so this is not a blind solve, which certainly makes a difference. Although it doesn't make a difference to the execution part, which is the only thing that's the difference between Sheets and Excel. The planning part is kind of the same for both, so whatever. But yeah, let's dive on in. We are gathered here for the finals of the inaugural UK Excel Championship. It's time for an Excel fight. We love fighting. In this case, we will fight the Scots and the French. If you're not careful, you may end up fighting yourself in order to fight your fellow competitors in a fight to be the best. Welcome to part 2 of a Right Royal Battle. This case comprises 7 levels and 5 bonus questions. Levels are arranged in chronological order for this case, but difficulty still scales at the expected Watson rate. I don't think that comment was in the version I tested. Beware, yes, lest ye be slain by the Excel dragon. Well, I won't be slain by Excel today. Okay, then they've got this handy dandy linking thing going on, which actually works. There you go. Some things port to Sheets. Yeah, okay, I'll come back to the bonuses later. A rich variety of peoples have settled in the UK over the past 2 millennia, including the Romans, the Vikings, and the French. They have each brought with them aspects of their own culture, which we still see in modern Britain. One notable example of this is the rich variety of British place names. We start right royal battle by exploring the etymology behind some of these names. Where am I? 793. The Vikings landed at Lindisfarne in 793 AD and sacked the monastery there. These Scandinavian invaders brought with them treasure hoards, long hair, and new place names to the north of England. They did not bring horned helmets, river cruises, or maze-like furniture shops. Using the table on the Place Names tab, use the prefixes and the suffixes below to work out the meaning of each Viking place name. Include a single space between the translation of each prefix and suffix. Example. Okay, so Whit means white, B means village. Okay. All right, so let's kick this off. I think I'm going to get my first kick in the teeth here, but never mind. Okay, I can at least press F4 to lock things. That's a good start. Oh boy. Some conditional formatting will be removed. I guess that's fine. Value error. Default output of this reference is a single cell in the same column, but a matching value could not be found. To get the values for the entire range, use the array for it. That's, to be fair, very helpful feedback. So I think I just Control-Shift-Enter to get the array formula. Oh, and there it is. Yes, white in one cell, village in another. Then can I text join? Nope. Let's just get out of that cell for a second. Can I join? Yes, I knew there was something like that. Okay, on space, that. Yes, okay, hooray. So then I should be able to just say join. that. Go away. Variegated Church. What a catchy name. Okay. Oh, I was about to go Alt ESL, but I can't do that. So let's instead do this. Oh, and it offered to flash fill that for me. But anyway, okay, fine. So far, not too bad. 2 centuries later, Hastings, 1066. 2 centuries later, the French came along. William the Conqueror fought with his army at the Battle of Hastings. His name gives a clue as to what happened next. William's battalions are represented in the battalion column below. This represents 10 soldiers. This represents 5 soldiers. Work out how many soldiers are in each battalion. Okay. So first, let's do left of this, and let's do right of this. And oh, that looks funky. Okay, right 2? Yes, okay, interesting. So I'm going to do the usual jazz. I'm going to do len of this minus len of substitute of, not subtotal, thank you, substitute of this with this to blank. Actually, no, to, yeah, let's do this to this and a, and then I'll just swap the order. So I usually substitute it out and see how much shorter it gets, but since this is 1 and this is 2 characters, or I assume it is based on the behavior of right, if I just make it 1 character longer and see how much longer that gets, that is a safer option. So then it's this times 10 plus this times 5. Okay. I definitely feel clunkier, but I'm getting it done. Okay, in 1337, war broke out between England and France. The war lasted exactly 116 years, and so was misnamed the Hundred Years' War. The war stemmed from a succession crisis over the French throne and a claim that Edward insisted he had on it. The king showed great alacrity toward fighting. The English army won many victories in the 1340s and 1350s, including the Battle of Crécy and Poitiers. Today we will look at the Chevauchée of 1346, in which the English army ravaged the French countryside in the lead up to the Battle of Crécy. Note that the later levels in Part 2 are very hard. Try some bonus if you get stuck. Chevauchée 1346, Part 1, a delightful romp through the Somme Valley. The word chevauchée comes from the French for horse charge and was literally a period in which Edward III's army plundered the French countryside. We will be focusing on the troop movements of some chevauchées for the next few levels. Given the starting location of an army and their chevauchée movements, in which town did they end up? Work out which cell the army finishes in after the movements listed and which town is contained in the cell. Okay. Oh, this is where I'm going to miss my lambdas. Okay, so first things first. Do we have regex? Yes. So from here we should be able to get that. Yes, but oh dear. Wait, what? Hang on, I'm gonna need you. What? What? No, no. Wait, how do I get them all? This is not. Oh, wait. Is this? No. What? Okay, let's try that. No. Okay. Google Sheets regex extract all matches. Can you? Blah, 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 blah. Multiple regex matches in Google Sheets formula. Yes, please. How can I get all matches? That is the question. Oh, sweet. Wait, what? Okay, fine. I can do that. I can do that. So, what? Regex replace. Okay. Wait, hang on. Regex replace. Okay, fine. Confused, but regex replace in H145. And what? Something with brackets surrounding that something. Okay. $1. Kind of leery of this, but let's give it a try. No. An invalid group. Oh, wait, maybe I need to put this in brackets. Okay, there you go. That's a thing. That kind of works. Okay, then let's see if we can. I guess X match. Oh, you don't like that it won't autocomplete if you're typing next to another formula, because I'm always typing next to another formula. X match that against this. What? Oh, for maybe I put array formula around the outside. Maybe. Yes. Okay. And then I guess we'll put. What have I done? Okay, so let's do choose rows of all this based on that. And so these need to be locked as well. Good. And then we could bycall, bycall all of this stuff. Oh, I can't click to select the, oh, that's terrible. Okay, that's very sad, very sad. Bycall sum, or do I have to lambda doodle 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 doodle? Don't know. Wait, what? That is the right number of brackets, and that should be the sum, shouldn't it? Oh god, this is not as good. Okay, so just try putting some there. No, what are you not happy about with that? Argument must be a lambda. Okay, fine. Lambda call sum of call. Okay, I'll take that eventually. Okay, so now I want to regex extract from here by. Ooh, does it accept PL like Excel does? Nope, you don't like that. Right, how wide is the French countryside? Single character. Then I don't need plus. So let's just regex extract A to Z. And then let's X match. Actually, we can just code of that. Yeah, I think that should be fine, actually. So code of that plus this. Wait, hang on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. And then regex extract from this by d plus plus this. And then address of, wait, sorry. Yeah, now I need to subtract off 64 if I'm going to use that as a row or column number. So then it should be address of this row number and this column number. And 4. Ah, no, sorry. That's not what I want. I want to know what city that is, which is, oh god, this is, bah. Okay, never mind. S9 is Doulon. Okay. So then it's going to be X lookup. I don't think I'm doing anything massively differently to how I do it in Excel, but I do feel like I'm doing everything 20% slower. Which, you know, 20% could be worse. But turning from here, lock. Okay. And is that, in fact, yes, that is in fact the right answer. Good. Oh, wait, I can't even do that. Let's do this then. Okay. Level 4. Definitely going slow. Part 2. Food. An army needs to be well fed for a grueling battle, preferably not with gruel. This time you need to keep track of where the army roams. Army's attack force is influenced by 2 multipliers, food and weapons. This level will focus on the food multiplier. Starts at 1, increases by 10% every time the army lands on a food power-up. Increases are compounded. If you land on 2 food power-ups, the final result is 1.1. Yes, fine. Power-ups are not consumed. Yes. For the given movements below, what is the food multiplier after all movements have been made? Why are these swapped? That's unkind. Unkind, Harry. And swapped again down there. Okay, well, I'm going to line them all up in that case. Probably didn't even notice this when I was doing it in Excel because, you know, whatever, I can handle unexpected things in Excel. I'm a fragile little creature when I'm playing in Sheets. Okay, so yeah, this is the one we're doing. All right. So I'm going to have to make it a let. So let's say let st row can be 1 times regex extract from here by d plus st call can be code of regex extract from, actually I don't even need regex extract, do I? Because it's always just one letter, so code of left is fine. Of this minus 64, then ours can be whatever that mad pattern was. Let's just make it 1 for now. Can be regex extract, regex replace. Maybe I should just make that a lambda. Actually, better yet, these will all of length 1, because if they are, I don't need to make any nonsense a lambda. Yes, they are. So then forget lambdas. I'm just going to go back to classic mid sequence. Mid of this by sequence of len of this, comma 1. Oh, fine. So I guess, I think if I just put array formula once around the whole thing, that should be good. Okay, so then, bigger formula bar, please. There we go. And can this thing get out of my way? No, then go away. Okay. So, row delt will be xlookup ours in this. Won't control shift down, that's annoying. Returning from rows block, and call delt will be xlookup ours in here block, returning from here block. Actually, I'm thinking maybe I want to make this a row call reference kind of thing. So let's just say delt is xlookup that times 1000 plus that, and let's just say that start is 1000 times all that nonsense plus that. Okay, so then I want to scan from start through delt lambda a v a plus v. Good. Wait, do I count the place I start? Make sure you include any power found at the starting cell. Fine. So then RC can be vstack of st with that, and I want to return RC. Good. Okay. Then index by French countryside part 2. Not being able to click and then use the arrows is very annoying. So then it's going to be RC over 1000. Excel lets you do this round thing, which is kind of weird, but kind of handy. Let's see if Sheets does too. Oh dear. Wait. This is not good. Is it only returning one cell? I can't even tell. Does it highlight when it spills? No, it doesn't. Bother. Wait a minute. Oh, see? Didn't even think there's anything in that cell. I don't know what the heck to make of that. This is not so good. Let's try making that int just in case that's the issue. But I don't see what that would have to do with anything. Okay, let's instead just say we want index. Ooh, wait, maybe it's just missing everything because I'm off by 1 on each of these. So let's say I go up to A1 for now. No, you still don't like that. Ooh, okay. So we'll just call it item for a second. And go back to returning RC. Then let's do int of this over 1000. Let's do mod of this by 1000. Let's do index French countryside part 2 by 15 and 11 first. Gives me nothing. Fine, to be expected. Sorry, starting from A1. Now we're getting food. Okay, good. So now let's see if we can make this be an array. I don't think we can do this like in Excel, although I wish we could. Nope, can't do that. So let's do just like wading through treacle. Oh, no, sorry, not J this time. Okay. Okay. No. Why does that not work? Google Sheets index with array. It can be effective. Can it indeed? Ooh, let me see if I can try asking Gemini. You probably can't see it because it's behind my face, but never mind. I'm going to ask it this formula doesn't seem to be returning an array of results like I would expect. Why not? I don't know if it understands this formula, as in, oh, go wide. Sure, I'll go wide. Why not? Okay. Value provided does not contain a formula. Oh dear. All right, so I guess it does not understand the context of where I am. The formula in cell L182 on the case sheet. Okay. Oh, you're doubling down. Okay, well. Okay, fine. Here's the formula. Won't even be able to use this in the round, but it's not obvious that it's going to help me. The formula blah is designed to return. How would? Ooh, come back. Where are you going? The next function, Google Sheets and Excel is not in. Yeah, no. Speak for yourself, Google. To return an array when provided. Okay, fine. Here's why it might not be. Okay, what? Blah 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 blah. Well, what do you mean often only work? Ugh. Okay, here we are. Map or biro? Okay, fine. Ugh, that's awful, but fine. Map. These two. Lambda A B index blah 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 A B. Ah, that's better. A little disappointing, but fine. And now I guess let's see if we can. Yeah, let's go back in here. Okay, so item will now be map of these two things. Lambda AB AB. That's the end of index, the end of lambda, the end of map, and then let's return item. Hooray! Okay, now I want this value. And so what is the actual question? Question is how much you power up, basically, right? Food multiplier after all movements, fine. So then I want sum of minus minus item equals, that is 2, good. Then I want 1.1 to the power of that. Now it's not even an array formula anymore, I guess. No, it is still an array formula. Okay, fine. So then it's going to be 100 times this, and round to the nearest integer. Oh my word. So much stuff. Okay. Bloody hell. Okay. And now weapons. We study the weapons multiplier. The weapons multiplier starts at 1. It increases by 200% every time the army lands on a weapons power-up. Increases are compounded. Power-ups are not consumed. The weapons multiplier can reset if the army lands on a city. Okay. So, I guess I need to mark these cities. I'll just mark them with a C. Copy, paste, paste. Can you find replace by format in Sheets? Don't know. It's probably the kind of thing I should look up before Thursday. Let's just, yeah, let's just try it. You're supposed to be learning things. Match case. No. Bother. Okay. Well, one more reason to hope there's not a map case. All right. Gemini, go away. You have not been worth your salt today. All right. So, let's get rid of this bit at the end and just replace it with item. So, weapon, weapon, food, food, city. Is the city the last thing? I can't even tell. See, I want to fill this in now, but I can't even go to special blanks. God, this is maddening. Okay, let's come here. Let's do index, blah, 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 blah. Let's do, fine, and X just for a second. Okay, the city is the last thing. I do vaguely remember this, that if you enter a city at the end, if the army is in a city on its final move, give the value of the weapons multiplier before they enter the city. Otherwise, give the weapons multiplier, which is kind of confusing, but fine. Okay, so we undo that. Then we're going to scan from 1 through item lambda AV if V equals C, then 1, otherwise if V equals, gotta go find that symbol, I'll just call it X for now, then it's 200% increase, so 3, otherwise 1 times A. Do you need any more closing brackets? Probably. Close the if, close the lambda, close the scan. Okay, and now I need to find that symbol. it here. Bring it over here. Put it in here. Oh, almost out of my 30 minutes. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'll call that PU for power up. Then I want to say if, oh god, I don't have to take help. Okay, if index PU by rows of, wait, not index, sorry, if index item by rows of item equals C, then rows of item minus 1, otherwise rows of item, and then I want to index PU by that. So let's say index PU by that. Okay, so got those out, got that out, got that out, got that out. Let's see if I can squeeze in a bonus. In level 1, the first character of the answer to games 1, 3, and 5 are this. What is the most common first character in the answers to level 1? Oh god. Does sheets have group by? Okay, so let's do unique of left of this. Let's do count diffs. This is this and the most common is A4. Better, okay, so A4. Ask the invisible monkey is hiding in the sheet in the cell that matches the answer to the bonus. Okay, so go to A4. Nice try, of course I'm not that easy to find. Alana, A6. What M2 is I4? The number of river cells in the French countryside map, and I'm out of my 30 minutes already. I'm going to carry on anyway because, you know, what is the purpose of this if not to slog on? God, I can't even do this with find and replace by formats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 39, 40, 41. 41. Okay. Let's try and do the end. These are the levels that I did not get to on my original solve. I did go back and test them after it, but I didn't get them in my original 30-minute solve, I should say. Okay, so this is level 6, yeah, and yes, I've done 5. Okay. A roaming army knows no bounds, but Excel maps do. If a move would take the army out of bounds, it is reflected in the boundary line. Some examples are shown below. Top row transforms to bottom row based on boundaries. Not all transformations are shown. Okay. So if you try to go up, it turns down. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, this is probably the weird special right arrow turns into left. Right, so you reflect only in the direction that you can't go. Fine. A corner, you turn them both back. Fine, 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 fine. So we want to figure out what is the cell the army reaches after all the movements. For a city, give the name of a city. For an icon, give the name of a power-up. If there's nothing there, pote, give the answer. Rien ici, mate. Okay. There are varying numbers of movements. Okay. Okay, so probably going to now regret that I combined these into an RC code because I think for this I'm better off to split them up. But let's bring this down here anyway, and hopefully we can reuse some of it at least. So we'll go back to st row. It's going to be 1 times that. St call is going to be that. Arrows is still going to be that. Now we'll want row delt to be this, and call delt to be that. RC will not be a thing, although that does remind me that I need to stack. But okay, so then rows will be stack st row with scan from st row through row delt lambda av, and now it's going to be if hang on, come back to it. That's going to throw an error, no problem. So the range for the rows is 2 to 22. The range for the columns is, wait, what? URSRU. Okay, well that's I guess meant to be T. Confusing, but fine. So sorry, T is 26 to 21, so it's 2 to 21 and 2 to 22. Ugh, you're a monster, Harry. Okay. So then this lambda is going to be if a plus v equals 23, then a minus v, that's just going to be 21. If a plus v equals 1, then 3, otherwise a plus v. Then call will be the same darn thing, but starting from start call called out. And then this is the same except that the column number stops one lower, so that has to be 21, that has to be 20. Okay, then we're going to map rows calls. Okay, then I don't need any power-ups, so I guess I'll just leave that as it is for now. Then the answer finally is just where we end up, right? Okay. Oy. So actually, I didn't even need this. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Index. Whoops. Oh god, name error. That's not good. That's fine, probably. So I don't need power up. Yeah, I just want this index item, rows of item, and then that's it. No, name error still. No bother. Is it because of PU? Because I'm willing to ditch PU. So that'll help. No, still a name error. Field don't. Okay, so we've got st row, st call. Oh, so st call versus call. Stupid. Okay, so that says we end in a city, which is good. So now we're going to say, well, call that end. And then we're going to say if end equals c, then we need to x look up. Oh god, I need take here. I really need take. Actually, hang on. There's really no reason. No, let's just do it. Okay, x lookup index. Sorry, it's going to be address of something of index rows by rows of rows. What a monstrously confusing thing. And then index calls by rows of calls. X lookup that in French countryside here. Bloody lock returning from here. Lock. Okay. Wait. Sorry, that looks like I did not close the address function properly. So X lookup that in there. Otherwise, I don't know, we'll come back to it. X. Okay, good. So now, next thing I need is the symbols for weapons and food. So then we're going to say, otherwise, if index, should have just given this its own name, but never mind, index item, row is item, equals that, then food, actually, yeah, I could have just done a switch, couldn't I? Oh, I I did give that a name, for goodness sake. Ugh. So let's do switch, and if it's C, then do all that nonsense. If it's food, then say food. If it's a weapon, then say weapon. Otherwise, say rien ici, mate. Alright, well, it took me forever, but I think that worked. Oh, no, some of these are wrong. Bother. Okay, J20. Is here, okay. So where do we go? Down, right, up, down, left, down, right. Down, right, up, down, sorry. Down, left, down, right. Down, left, and then down, right should bounce us up to a weapon. That looks right to me. Okay, what do you think the answer is? Yeah. But I did test this, so obviously I should. Oh, weapons. Ugh, stupid. Okay, so now we are good. So now level 7, Chevauché, part 5, the Chevauché. In this level, your army will go on some chevauchés and ravage the French countryside, as you do, I suppose. Damage will be caused to the terrain and to cities. Details on the base damage values can be found in the French countryside tab. Use the movement rules presented in level 3 and reflection rules from level 6. Use the power-up rules in levels 4 and 5, multiplying damage in cities by both food and weapon power-ups and damage elsewhere by the food power-up only. The base damage values can be found in the French countryside tab. Damage in all cells is multiplied by the food multiplier. Damage in city cells is also multiplied by the weapons. Oh my god, this is so complicated. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I need is a map that shows the amount of damage, which is going to be very tedious because I can't find and replace by format. Let's just see. You never know, because Sheets has some things Excel doesn't. Google Sheets formula to get cell color. Okay. All right, let's try it. Why not? Tools, extensions. Wait. Oh god, what? Do I need to convert it to a sheet? Save as Google Sheets, sure. I will kiss the ring if you will let me have extension. Oh wait, no, it was just. Oh no, the extensions was not available. Okay, so now app script. Function, my function, blah 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 blah. Okay. So now let's try get cell color. I guess I don't need that. Oh no, sorry, cancel. Oh bother. Okay, well, that's not gonna work, so try again. Already did, but whatever, doesn't matter. Extensions, app script. Okay, so now let's try it. Get cell. No. Okay. Okay, I guess I need to save project to drive. Get cell. No. This isn't off to a great start. Save the script with a name, e.g. get cell color. Close the app script editor. Maybe it just doesn't autocomplete? I don't know. This doesn't look promising. Range not found. What the hell does that mean? Um, active ready to get actually. Oh, okay. So then maybe it needs B2. Okay, well, it did it eventually. That was kind of slow, but fine. So then, is there a way to? Oh, whatever. I don't care. Okay, so get. Sorry, I'll put it in here. Get cell color of W4. And then the same thing for W5, and for W6, and for W7. Okay. So then we're going to say XLOOKUP. Ah, annoying. Okay. So first let's make this actually work. So we'll say address of row of B2, column of B2, 4. Good. Then we'll say XLOOKUP that in here, lock, returning from here, lock. And if not found, that means we're a city, which means I'm going to look up the address. XLOOKUP address in here. Can't control shift down, that's so annoying. Lock, returning from here, lock. 0. Oh, yeah, no, river is supposed to be 0. Fine. Can I control enter? No, I cannot. Okay. Then just cancel. Okay, so control R does not work in Sheets. Good to know. Thank you. Let's just copy and paste. We'll lose the formatting, but whatever, I can live with that. My good lord. This is slower than hand keying it. Oh. Okay, it's getting there. I'm 45 minutes in. This is not a good sign. Oh boy. Yeah, Andrew told me this morning he hopes there's a map case in the last level. Now I have additional reason to hope that that is not the case. Wow. This is so slow. I don't want to move away until it's done because I don't want to interrupt the calculation and make it restart. Okay. Whew. Well, that was a lot. Okay. Now we come back down here. Okay, so we have to implement the movement rules from one place. We have to implement the food power-up, the city power-up. Fine. And then the base damage. All right, so let's grab this first of all. We've got a lot of this going on already. So we've got rows, columns, we've got items. Not interested in the end anymore. So just say return 1 for a minute. Fine. All right, so I need the power up, which I had up here. Should be able to copy pretty exactly. So yeah, that's just the weapon power up, but fine. So I'll call that WPU. Let's return WPU and take a look. Oh dear. Formula parser. That's unhelpful. Oh, missing a comma. Oh dear. Lots of NAs. What? Scan one item. Okay, let's return item. See if that's the problem. Oh, start location is the problem. Okay. So let's take this, bump it over here. Let's XLOOKUP this in French countryside, part 2, city name. Drive me crazy that I can't control shift and move. Lock returning from lock. Okay, so now let's point this to I instead of G and point this to I instead of G. And now we're back in action. Cool. So let's see, does this look right? Wait, what? Oh God, oh God, the battle power-up doesn't kick in until later? What the heck does that mean? Oof, I don't love that. Okay. So, which one of these is a city? Start in H5 and move around a bunch. Let's see. H5. Start there. Let's move this back closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Oh, wait, what? So, oh boy, a little lost now. Damage in city cells also power-ups apply only to future moves. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then, oh God, I need to drop to be able to do this. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. So, I think I just want to this is what, how many? 10 rows or whatever it is. So, and I think I want weapons power up adjusted can be index WPU by sequence rows WPU -1 column 1 and VStack that with 1. I think. And let's look at WPU adjusted. What the frick? Oh God, it's that index thing again. Okay. So we'll say map. That's the most frustrating limitation I've come across so far. Lambda x index WPU by x1. Is that enough things closed? I can't tell. Wrong number of arguments. Fine. Maybe another closing bracket. Nope, you didn't like that either. What's going on? Okay, so oh yeah, sorry, too many closing brackets here, I think, and then not enough here. Okay, so now we've got 1, 1, 1, 3. Okay, but then what city are we? Oh, okay, sorry, we do go back to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Show me item. Okay, yeah, we do go back to the city. Fine. Right. Yeah. Oh, sorry, this is a. Oh, I'm so confused. Whatever. Fine. Go right, down, left, up. I can suspect the city. Okay, so I don't know what. This doesn't seem to match this thing, but whatever. Okay. Ooh, what the? Okay, fine. So that's the weapon power up. Now I need the food power up, which I calculated somewhere way up here. Ah, I didn't. I just did some of. Fine, whatever. So then, just take all of this. Yeah, makes you unhappy, but that's fine. So I want my FPU and FPU edge. Then, wait, I gotta go get the, there's the food. So if that, then 1.1, otherwise 1 times a, none of this bit over here, because you don't reset for cities for food, just for weapons. That's the end of the lambda, that's the end of the scan. Okay. And then this will be the same thing, but FPU. And then return FPU edge. So we got, what? How many? 6 ones in a row. And a couple of 1.1s and 3 1.2s. God, I did delete that. Not that. Hang on, I've still got it over here. I'm just going to go back and look. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones in a row. Then 2 1.1s. Yes, okay. Good. We're almost there. We're also almost at an hour of this video. Oh my god. Not covering myself in glory today. Okay, what the heck do I still need to do? Oh yeah, I need to figure out base damage. So that's going to be base. That's very annoying. Base, return base, and base is going to be map again, I guess, of rows and calls. Lambda A, B, index of something by A and B, close index, close lambda, close map. Okay, and then we come over to French countryside part 2, and here is my grid of, you've lost it, okay, fine, B24 to U44. Okay, unlock, and then we'll take all of that, and copy it and get out. Okay, then we put it in here. Okay, so 15, 10, 15, 15, etc. Okay, so then finally, the actual damage will be if, so it's going to be base times FPU edge times if item equals C, then weapon power up edge, otherwise 1. And let's return damn. Get out of my way, you stupid thing. Okay, 15, 10, 15, 45. No. Shit. What? Seriously? 10? Oh, dear lord. Oh, wait a dang second. Right. Yes. Because I went to A1 for the other one, but I don't want to go to A1 for this. Okay, fine. So 10, 10, 15, 30, 10, 10, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12. I'll take it. Okay, so then I want round of sum of dam to 0 decimal places. Whew! Now, of course, whether these answers are right is the next question, but, you know, one thing at a time. Yes, I accept your suggestion. Oh, control enter. Fabulous. Yeah, let's just practice that because that'll be useful. So, no, not at that point, I guess, but there, and then control enter. Okay, cool. And those are right. Hooray. Okay, I still have like 3 bonuses to go. Okay. Take the first character of each answer in level 1, excluding example 1. How many words on the words tab can be made using these characters? This is all words where the frequency of any given letter is less than the frequency across level 1 answers. For instance, the letters D, E, F, G could be used to make the word fed, but not feed. Ignore case sensitivity. Okay, so I've already got my table. So these are the letters I'm interested in. Take that to the words tab. Oh, I was about to paste special, but of course I can't. Damn it. Well, I can paste values at least. Oh, I do want more columns here though, please. How do I ask for some more columns? Very nicely. If you wouldn't mind having more than 6 columns. Okay. So then let's transpose this and make that values. And I guess I need another row here. Get the numbers. Transpose those two. Okay, so then I want len of this. Let's see if I can do this array formula wise. Minus len of substitute. This to blank. Okay, yes, you were just thinking. Fine. Happy days. So then my condition is, oops, sorry, let's get this out of the way. It has to be that each one of those is less and that the length is, can we get some more columns again, please? Okay, so my check is len of this, oh, oops, sorry, I'm going to check that. Len of this has to be equal to the sum of these. In other words, that this word only contains these letters. And these numbers have to be less than or equal to these numbers. Why are you underlining that? That looks like a perfectly cromulent formula to me. Value. Default output. Okay, fine. 1. No. Yeah, okay, fine. There are 4 A's. AA is acceptable. Yes. Let's see some fails. This is also acceptable. Let's see. You got H's. You got fine. All right. So the answer is 205. I think that might be right. 205. Hooray. Okay, if the effect of every food and weapons power-up on the French countryside map were compounded into one great power-up, what would the multiplier be? Round your answer to the nearest whole number. So, okay, it's going to be round to 0. It's going to be 3 to the power of count diffs. Count diffs, all of this is this times 1.1 to the power of count diffs. This is this. Good. Okay, finally, suppose you start in cell L12 and follow every arrow contained in all part 2 questions, levels 3 to 7 in sequence, excluding example. What cell do you finish in? Be sure to follow the reflection mechanic introduced in L6 for these movements to stay within the map boundaries. Okay. So we're going to start in L12. What? Wait. Just take the format, I guess, and plonk it there. Put it in the wrong place, never mind. And then we're going to have a heck of a series of moves. So levels 3 to 7. So from here on. So we do all of that, then all of this, then all of this, then all of this, then all of this, and that's it. Oh dear, what in the expected two arguments? Are you for real? Oh my god, fine. Concat of that with concat of that with concat of that with concat of that. Close, close, close. Too many closes. Oh, seriously. Oh, what are you? Wait, are you telling me you can't take an array? Oh my god, this is worse than I thought. Okay, wait. Better option, try join with nothing. And then just all these arrays. That might work. Join is Google version of text join, because they don't like to use the word text if they don't have to. That looks a little small. Or is it just being wrapped in some way? Let's see. Oh yeah, no, that is everything. Okay, good. So then we go up to level 6. Grab this, come down. Except I want the ending cell number instead, and that's going to be. Just make these into reduces. And then I just want address of rows calls 4. Huh? Oh, right, because I got the V stack. Fine. So that's starting and ending. The ending address is Q10. Okay, well, I don't want to be too harsh on cheats because I'm not going to say that I would definitely have got this done in half an hour in Excel anyway, because it's a hard case, but there were definitely parts of that. I mean, parts of it felt like exactly normal, and then parts of it felt like wading through treacle. So, yeah, it doesn't bode fabulously for Thursday, but I guess we'll see how it goes. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you next time.